We're going into the technology era, selling all the goods online, right? Cars, the same way. Houses have gone that way. Everything's gone that way. The beautiful thing about you guys learning how to barber is no one can order a haircut online. Okay, so you will never be out of business. If you know how to do this thing, you will never be out of business, man.
So my name is Shanika, 15. I found out about this program through Charles. My journey so far has been great. Working with these guys, it's been an honour, blessing. My skills have definitely developed over the 5 weeks that I've joined. I started not knowing how to cut, but I definitely know that my skills have definitely developed with these guys. It's good to see that these boys have improved with me, and I hope to continue my journey with these boys for life.
My name is Jaden Maritun. I am 17 years old. I found this course from one of my teachers. From when I first walked in, I wasn't confident at all. And now I'm a bit more confident. It's been getting easier. The fade's been much better.
My name is Lamanu Tabake Tamifuna. I am 22 years old. I'm the oldest of the clan. Coming to this course, it's really taught me a lot. Skill-wise, yeah, but mostly mentally around the barbering industry and the culture of barbering.
Second phase of the program, we focused on culture. And the reason why we really focused on culture was that I always had this personal belief that if you're going to get into something, you won't truly value it until you understand its origins and how it started and what it got through for you to be able to practice it today. One of the things that was really hard to find, urban style fades. In Australia, it was really tough to find someone who could do those kind of haircuts when I was growing up. To be honest, I don't think it was until the New Zealander barbers started migrating over and started bringing those style of cuts that they were doing from New Zealand. They were nailing it. They were nailing the cuts. The more I looked into it, the more I realized that there are two different types of barbering. There's traditional barbering and there's urban style barbering. I remember asking one of the tape workers, why was it taken out of the tape system? And the tape worker told me that the reason being was that long hair started to come in the 90s and a lot of males started to want their haircuts being cut at the salons instead. I asked them, where did you gauge this information from? Because according to myself and everyone else that I grew up with, we've been looking for fades ever since we were young, right through the whole 90s. I couldn't get those fades unless I went to New Zealand for a trip. I dropped by the barbershops there and that was like one of my must-do things when I get to New Zealand and stop in to a barbershop, because the barbers there were just knocking out the cuts sharp and on point. But fortunately now they're bringing that back. But in that time, I wanted to learn how to barber and there were no courses out. So that's why I turned to YouTube. Well, a lot of young barbers today are really turning to the University of YouTube to learn about barbering, because there's a lot of professional barbers on there sharing tutorials and really sharing their skills. One of the things that we shared in the program was the barber pole. Everybody who sees that twirling barber pole immediately understands it's a barber shop. Back in the day, barbers were the only ones that were allowed to actually perform surgery. Doctors were only allowed to prescribe, and barbers were the only ones allowed to cut into the flesh. And what would happen is that they'd have to strap up the wounds or the cuts with bandages, and after they'd finish using the bandages, they'd wash them and have to go hang them outside, and they'd hang them on a pole outside of the front. And when the wind used to blow, they used to wrap those sheets around the barber pole. People would see those bloodied red sheets wrapped around the pole and they'd realize that's the barber shop. The American barber culture introduced blue. Others say it's because of the veins as well.
Get to cut people's hair, get to have fun, get to learn history. That's so good.
It's pretty life-changing, you know, hearing stories about other people through their barbering careers.
After this course, hopefully I can start cutting other people's hair, make this a job of mine. All these skills that I've been learning, that just pays off, and then hopefully one day I could be cutting for someone famous, or you know, don't want to push it too far, but like, you know, gotta go hard.
I'm hoping to take all my skills and my knowledge into the community, you know, whether it's helping the homeless, helping the poor, free cuts, building my own barbering store.
It's not about being a superstar, which is really easy to get lost in today's culture. It's about giving to others, not just through a haircut, but it's about learning how to cultivate relationships and how to nurture it as well. We just wanted the boys to understand that everything has a beginning, and that the art of barbering is always evolving, ever evolving. It's great to evolve with the growth of barbering, but always embrace where it came from, always remember where it came from, and always remember the fundamentals, and always got to pay respects to those who laid down the foundation from the get-go.